Meg. Very well crafted and executed video, I thought. Certainly provoked a lot of debates and hopefully thoughts amongst those who have watched it. One thing I felt I should add, because it is relevant to what you were talking about, was the story of Alan Turing. Now, if you don't know who Alan Turing is, he's essentially regarded as the father of computing. The thing he's probably most famous for was during the Second World War. He was part of the team that broke the Enigma code, and contributed in no small way to actually winning the war. But in any case, after the war, he continued to work pioneering computing as we know it, and this is all well and good. Unfortunately, in 1952, he was convicted of homosexuality, which was illegal in England at the time. The penalty for homosexuality was either life imprisonment or chemical castration. Now, Turing opted for the latter, but unfortunately for him, the scandal of being a convicted homosexual he never recovered from. His GCHQ clearance was revoked, and he couldn't get any academic postings anywhere because of the association of him being gay. And so this led to 2 years later, in 1954, he took an apple laced with cyanide and ate it. This guy was essentially destroyed. This guy who contributed in no small way to winning the Second World War, to revolutionizing computing, giving birth to it, essentially. He was destroyed. And while that is a rather tragic end to a brilliant life, I feel his story is kind of encouraging when you consider how far we've come. I mean, the British government didn't make any comment about Alan Turing until this year, in fact, when an online petition to 10 Downing Street actually provoked the Prime Minister to issue an apology to Alan's family on what would have been his 85th birthday. And while that's a symbolic gesture, it does mean, I think, that we've moved on somewhat. And I mean, if you think about it, all of this has happened in the lifetime of my parents. 50 years. In England, I will now read what the law has changed to. Okay. In England, it is illegal to discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity in the cases of housing, employment, or provision of goods. They're able to join and serve in the armed forces openly, and same-sex couples have the right to adopt children. We also have civil partnerships in this country. Now, that is in the space of 50 years. I find that encouraging because, if you think about those things, they're polar opposites, but in the space of 50 years it's turned around. We're not there yet. I mean, there's still a way to go. We don't have same-sex marriage in this country yet. However, a populist poll in 2009 stated that 61%, that's the majority, well, that is a majority of the British public, were in support of same-sex marriages. So, yeah. We've got a long way to go, but I think we're moving in the right direction, and we're moving faster in the right direction than we ever have done before. So, I think this is interesting and exciting times to be alive. Peace.